found over 560 unexploded projectiles so far, and I still use the old World War II mine detector, which is not very good on buckles or buttons or non-ferrous metals, but it'll really find iron better than any of them, and it's very stable. So I've used the same detector all these years.
Wow, what is it?
You can't tell where this stuff is going to show up. It's really almost where you find it today. You go into all sorts of places. Sometimes they're subdivisions and people's backyards, and of course it's much better to get permission to look if you can, because when they find you, it's a lot better for them to ask you how you're doing than what you're doing. This is what we call a walleye. This is a pine with a Confederate, the back end of a Confederate Archer projectile embedded in it. It's pretty well termite eaten. I think it's been sitting in somebody's garage for a long time. Fragments or junk thing. The first part of the war, the English tried to help out the Confederacy, and they imported the Whitworth gun, which fired these flat-sided projectiles, and you can see the workmanship on this, how beautiful it is. It was made in England, of course. And when the blockade cut off the supply of these projectiles, the Confederates tried to make them. And here's the Confederate Whitworth. And as you can see, the workmanship on it, as compared with the English one, leaves quite a bit to be desired. Okay, I think we might have something here. The Federals used some body armor. Well, it was never government issued, but they could buy it if they wanted to. A mini ball hitting anywhere in here would go right through this, so they really didn't do all that much good. See what this is. That's nice, a hubcap. That's nice. Maybe that was off of General Sherman's command car. When you get in the collection of Civil War projectiles, you also find that you end up with a lot of non-projectiles. For instance, this was in a museum for years and years as a Confederate projectile. That happens to be a fence post top. And also every now and then you run into a fake shell. This is a fake British Blakely shell, the type that the Confederates were using, but this has just been recently turned out of bar stock.